Those statues don't look right.
Looks like wood, and they're not just statues. I think these were people.
What happened to them? It's like they were frozen mid-stride.
They're trees. They would have felt themselves being transformed by magic and could not escape.
We saw another one of these corpses earlier. It must be happening all over. And the spirit must have sensed it. Look here. A Hala statuette. They died holding this. And all these Hala corpses. Didn't that spirit say something about Hala?
Tracking Hala. Getting lost in the dark. Then trouble.
So many dead. So many things left behind. I wonder if we could somehow memorialize them. Let's head back to that spirit. Maybe we can ease its distress somehow. Another owl.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo!
Look at that. I found those people. You don't have to feel this way anymore.
So much fear before the darkness. Make it quiet. Make it go away.
I don't understand.
It would be appeased with a simple gesture that makes it believe the dead are at rest. Spirits of comfort. Very empathetic, but not the brightest, according to Spite.
Any ideas what that does?
I bet it taps into the Fade. But how is the question? Elven artifacts can get complicated.
Maybe it's connected to all the floating ruins. Veil jumpers have seen things like this pop out of thin air all across Arlathan. Here goes. Dareth Shiral, Lethalon. You are fighters, scholars, explorers, friends, family, and lovers. We will remember you as you lived, and not as you died. Go in peace. Rest well.
A moment's pain does not undo a lifetime of hope. Thank you.
We might be able to restore that bridge.
Always good to have a shortcut. We're not alone.
Everyone all right?
Look at this. I bet it came in handy. And you have to hand it to the ancient elves. They loved their statues. Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone.
Rook, I think you covered it.
Oh, okay.
You're keeping an eye on me. Is it the demon or the mage killer name?
Maybe I want the secrets of your coffee supplier.
That's not...
Don't flatter yourself too much. I don't trust anyone on first meeting, and I keep an eye on everything.
Well, if you do want coffee, let me know.
That did it. This is one of the Evanuris. Might even be Gillenane or Elk. Interesting. This artifact is magically linked to nearby crystals, but the connections aren't secure.
So, the Demon of Vyrantia.
The name wasn't literal when I got it.
No, but the reputation that went with it.
I suppose I earned it.
And then some. Assuming my sources are accurate.
Past reputation means nothing when your current contract's still open.
I know the feeling.
Another of those Fen Harel altars. That's all the crystals. Hopefully that fixes the artifacts. The person who set this up was in contact with someone or something from the Fade. A body from the Fade? Wait, was this entire setup created to send someone across?
Spide does not like this. It's familiar to him. Rituals to encourage. Possession.
Might be best if we stop tampering. The forest will reclaim it. Another owl. Watch out.
Time to end this.
I wonder what this is about. We got it.
You know, you're somewhat famous among the Shadow Dragons. At least the Demon of Virantium is.
Famous or infamous?
Because you're a mage killer. You turned that title on the Venatori. That's a point in your favor.
I saw some of the Shadows' work before. Well, anyway, their good opinion is worth having.
We need that report here.
Not too bad.
Understood. Clean strike. We're in the clear. What?
Nothing. You're just so serious.
Who are you?
Cynical, sure. Married to the job, I'll give you that one too, but serious? Have I crossed that line? Well, what now? Do I brood to the middle distance? Speak in solemn tones?
All right, all right. Take it back. Places between. The deeper currents.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places.
I'm just the assistant.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. Come back any time. time.
I'm Hector. I watch the front. Make sure things are quiet.
Rook.
Good to meet you. Be careful out there.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall carving. Keep an eye on Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Don't like the sound of that. That did it. We can get through now.
I got spite on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats, so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Is too good at them.
I call
For reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take out the leaders.
We're under fire. We get rid of the black pools or the charts won't keep coming. Would you look at Rogue?
Thanks, Johannes.
Target's ahead.
Still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
Take the shot! Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe if the Shadows choose the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn? That's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Let's not jump to conclusions before we have more answers.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions. Or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Assortment of trinkets, jewels, other adornments. You'll be back.
Venatori, we're close. More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Be ready.
How's that?
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. Lots of Venatori. We must be close.
I'm ready. Let's go. got it covered.
That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Right. Here's our way in.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up. Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it. See who ends this. Not in my city.
Fight harder!
That's got it. Finish this.
Nicely done! On the job.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minratha's Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn. This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Look, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The Risen Gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these Risen Gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the Magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori, and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mayvaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against Risen Gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop. But we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them. Greetings, Rook.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus. I know I said we couldn't trust you, but I'm still grateful you helped us when you did. Rook?
They're telling us to watch out for dogs.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
Wisps that find you in the lighthouse is unnerving. Spite agrees.
We need to close in! On the go!
dangerous.
That should speed things up.
The number of wisps that find you in the lighthouse is unnerving. Spite agrees.
The three of us on the same page. Well, isn't that something?
If by...
Watch for Venatori. They're everywhere.
Got company.
Got us in the distance. Don't make it look easy.
I came down here to procure particular items. I'm told Docktown is a discreet place to shop.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
I just work here. I don't know what everything does. Whatever you like, I'm sure it's fine.
It's well made. You have my word.
rumored resistance group a front? Aspirations of hostile takeover.
Did the Magisterium explain why the Archon's palace went plans?
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you. An adventurous veil jumper, best known for discovering, then losing an invaluable map. I'd imagine that caused a certain resentment among your veil jumper superiors.
That's Veil Jumper business. You're here to talk about Grey Warden business. The Blight.
Explain to me how a veil jumper poking around in elven ruins unleashed the Blight.
We've been tracking a mage named Solus. He's actually several thousand years old. In elven mythology, he's known as Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf, god of lies.
That is a number of titles.
Well, Fen'Harel is elven for Dreadwolf, so that one only counts as one, but yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, he wanted to tear down the Veil and restore the ancient elven empire. We stopped his ritual.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Right, but it all ties together. See, when we disrupted the ritual, Solus got trapped in the Fade. But two of the elven gods got out. Elganon and Gillenane, we think. And they're blighted.
Why would elven gods be blighted?
The ancient elven gods used the blight. That's why Solus imprisoned them. The point is that the gods are making the blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
No, please, you can't do that.
I assure you, I can.
I don't know how much time we have. The gods are doing something with the Blight. We need to stop them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded girl?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani, of the Shadow Dragons.
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Maevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Maevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
So now what? The first warden tried to have me locked up. I need the wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than warden.
No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Too much, but I wasn't expecting.
Play into them!
They're at range!
Let's join up!
Got us at range. Watch it! Now's your chance. Let's end this. Stay in cover.
Enemy! We're losing hireling.
On the job.
Still alive?
The number of wisps that find you in the lighthouse is unnerving. Spite agrees.
The three of us on the same page. Well, isn't that something?
If by something, you mean also unnerving.
Why does everyone call him the Fighter?
Drama. He's a symbol. Slavers aren't going to shiver in their boots about.
You had me followed. Inquired about me. I needed to.
How many of your cases trace back to the Venatori?
Too many, if you're hoping the cult's not a problem. Not enough if you want to blame them for every hurt the city suffers.
Of course.
If you want a less complicated answer, you won't find it in Minrathous, or anywhere else.
The deeper currents.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have. Plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads... You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, If this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No. Something wrong?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
So, Scout Harding glows now? Is that a thing everyone's doing, or just her?
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the Ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Do you think this voice has answers about your magic?
She must! What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Maybe there are other people down there with magic.
You gonna drag me down to the deep roads?
I will absolutely drag you with me wherever I look for answers. I'll check with my contacts in Orzammar. The minute they give me a lead, we'll go.
It's a date?
A date?
I mean, a pre-arranged time and place for a specific activity. Unless you wanted it to be a date.
I, shouldn't get ahead of myself. Who knows if my contacts will have anything to say.
Right. Let me know.
Good to see you. Irulan and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready. This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Uh-huh, great. What happened with the diamond?
Long story.
What's the short version?
You take a dip off the dock for a rock, make sure the mage can't freeze you in. You know, that job would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out, the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
That's me.
I hope you're right.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. No promise on the happy part.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
One company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.